This place is completely different than anywhere else. Yeah, you just got to get creative here. I've done some things here and been successful in the past, but it's all been Porsche, and this is a good course for a Porsche because it puts the power down well. Difficult part with this car is going to be it's such a big car, getting it to turn. I have some question marks in my head, so.
Whew. It's like a sauna. Coming down. Back up on it. Get down on it.
That's not very...
You gotta turn a little so
You have to be a bit careful around here not to just load up the front end like you typically do.
Okay.
Because you'll be waiting a lot on it, you know?
Okay.
Because he typically turns in a little bit harder than you.
He loves it.
Turn forward is quite important to get the car
Back to the left.
back to the left.
Yep.
Yeah.
The hardest part for us will be the braking zone into the next one because you're going back to the left where the car's wanting to go to the right, you know?
Okay.
The straights are a little longer than I remember them.
Yeah, it's over
So
there.
that's Canada over there?
Yeah. If you just throw too much speed in here and you're too far to the left, it's a real bitch going into the stadium section, you know? I don't remember like the right rear like giving way because you're kind of limited by the front axle.
Yeah, it's typically some understeer through here.
Yeah.
Even here, it looks like if you're next right on the curb, like there's a big drop as well in the drainage.
You just like float a bunch of speed in here and like then you kind of let it adjust and then go again like a two-parter. The key for you guys, I think, is not to be carrying too much brake into the apex.
Best track walk ever.
Country. Copy. Go ahead and talk to me about the balance.
A little bit of oversteer on entry still. There are some corners that are really low in grip compared to others. Main issue for me is more sort of the braking. The car, there's a lot of bumps in some of the braking zones and the car is reacting way too aggressively to the bumps and therefore really struggling to get the deceleration in the car. The car jumps quite a lot and then you haven't got the bite and then it's, you know, I'm hitting the brake a little bit harder later. For me, if we can improve the ride over some of these bumps, that would be better, please.
Okay, copy that. I'm going to make two changes in regards to the ride quality. So I want you to go out one time lap and then in, okay? Jump the car. All clear to go. All clear. All clear to go. All clear. Start the car.
Cars won't start, cars won't start. Okay, cars won't start, cars won't start.
Put the jumper on and try. You said you did do an IPS reset, correct?
I did a full power reset, so I'm off and then back on to do it, I guess. So that's good.
Wanna try it?
All clear to go. All clear. Okay, Russ, one time lap. Just give me a feel on that right quality change. Focus.
I think so far we're just trying to find a balance with slowly improving the car, and I'm sure that we'll get closer and closer to the pace. It's just non-stop. There's no real opportunity to rest. You're always thinking about something. For me, I like to make quite a few changes in the car.
It works outside. We did that at the shop. They all work on right now. But yeah, but it was doing the same thing. All the starters worked outside, unbolted, they all work. Put it in, it didn't work. So it's only when it's loaded. It can't carry enough amperage. Just snug the bolts. Yeah. And then take a socket, put it on there to flatten them out.
Yeah, maybe we can hold them.
And then snug them a little more, and then take the socket again and flatten it, so they line them up.
Yeah.
On my first run, it was really hard to get the car turned in for the right-hander. I mean, I'm not sure whether it is just like the nature of the track, but it felt like the car was going into left-handers much better than right-handers.
I think it's.
Turn 4, mate, is
Dude,
so
the
bad.
really bad one is 6 onto the back straightaway.
Part of it's the nature of the track and the chrome, but part of it's the diff. So the diff's biased to one direction more than the other direction.
Right.
Really?
So it's looser to the right than it is to the left.
Right.
Not a massive amount, but enough that it makes a little difference in the way the car turns left versus right.
A lot of people say for a street track you need good front end grip, but I think we need to, with our car, we don't need good front grip because it's inherently not bad, especially on entry.
So you didn't say as a race setup, that's where we want to be. So what would you want better?
If I was nitpicking, it would be a tiny bit more front end in second gear corners.
Well, mostly they're making up for my last minute decisions, but they're changing the differential, loosen the car up a bit in the low speed corners. The length of this car and the tight corners, it's going to be a difficult car to get rotated. For me, it's pretty easy. I stand here and watch, but it's not too bad. It's just a little bit labor intensive on this car because there's so much you have to remove for it. It should be about an hour change, an hour and 10 minutes. The main thing you have to do, which is a little bit of a problem on this car, is you have to pretty much pull everything on the suspension off. That kind of changes all your settings, so then you have to go back and realign everything. The differentials in a housing that goes into the side of the gearbox, you can just pull the whole assembly out. I was just kind of undecided whether to do it or not. We had a decent driving car, drivability-wise, in search of trying to find something ideal. I could screw it up really badly. But I think it's worth the risk right now. I think if it works well, it's going to be really good. If it's bad, it's just going to be bad. There's not going to be an in-between.
So with the new setup, with the change of the diff, there is a tendency of more understeer.
And that would translate to oversteer once the car would grip up.
Which is why I'm using second in the last corner, because it's just helping the
Are
front.
you rigging it out in second, or is it not bad?
Bringing it out, yeah.
The car was really good.
Woo! Great job, mate. Good job. That was fun to watch.
Townsend Bell was close, but still that's mega, And I don't think we were fastest in any sector. It was just a good, all-round lap. So.
I have to say, of all the tracks this year, I didn't expect the car to be good here now.
I told you yesterday it would be good here.
I thought we'd be. I went into quali thinking if I can get into the top 6 or 7, I'll be really happy.
I told you what
think
Phil
I was-
said before quali.
Yeah.
He's like, this will probably be our worst track all year. Don't worry.
3, 2, 1, go. Again. 3, 2, 1. Nicely done, nice. Polish her up.
All right, is it all the way down?
Yeah. Don't go past the ring.
Yeah, put this on the bottom, just so we don't scratch it.
This one was the one that splashed in the backage.
Okay.
Leaking is no good.
Green flag.
Here come the DPI cars. IMSA, his green in Detroit.
Roman DeAngelis there. Robbie Foley looked for a way through. That's our championship leader. He's got, I think, big picture. He touches him there. Little love tap there going through turn 4.
In the black and blue checkered Aston Martin, that 23 car, was a little surprised at the qualifying speed that they had.
And Roman grew up just around the river as we see one of the Lexus goes around. He's from Windsor and we see the Lexus turn.
hate watching so bad. Come on, Ross.
Oh, trouble. That is the championship leader in GTD.
Minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Has the 39 held on? Yes, Jeff Westfall will see the Audi to victory lane for Carbon with Perrin Racing and Steve Dinan.
Wow, did they catch a break because they had to get going green again. It didn't allow all of the GTD runners to get that lap back and get back onto the tail. I thought it was going to be advantage to the 23 team and having clean tyres, but they never got there and took the pressure off.
Checkered flag. Checkered flag. Good drive. Good drive. P2. Team effort there. Awesome pit stops also. Everybody's great.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Thanks for having your car. The car's been really good all weekend, so well done. I'll see you back at the pits.
JJ, can't do it without you, buddy.
We keep inching towards that P1. Guys did an awesome job all weekend. Both drivers and crew, they were awesome. Can't be any happier. You know, P2 is a good result. We keep moving in the right direction. You know, we just got to learn from this one and keep getting stronger. Woo!
That's still not quick enough for that.
Another great IMSA event here at Detroit, but whoa, wait a minute. This just in from IMSA, the Audi that crossed the line first has been disqualified for a pit stop infraction. That will move the Heart of Racing into first place here at Belle Isle. The big W is now in the books, and the Heart of Racing will add this one to their growing list of accomplishments. What a turn of events.
First place.
It'll make things even more interesting at our next round at Watkins Glen. See you all at Finger Lakes, New York.